Help me. Please help me. This victim energy is not the only way to ask for help. I'm Enchantress Shane, and I was raised in an environment where asking for help meant you were weak, that you couldn't do it by yourself, and that you should toughen up and do a better job. And now I know how important it is to ask for help, and then the next level is to receive it. If you're the kind of person that doesn't like to get compliments, that does it by herself, that does it by himself, that feels like you could do everything in one day, you're stuck on production mode, you get things done, you put your nose to the grind, I am here to introduce the concept of softening. Even as I say it, my body relaxes. So I want you to stand up. I invite you to stand up on your feet, open your toes really wide, connect with all 4 points of your foot, and go like this. Put your hand to your fist. Ugh, what does that feel like? It feels like tough guy energy. I feel my body tensing up. Okay, shake that off. And now I invite you to say and feel the word soften. Oh my goodness, it really works. To soften is something that as entrepreneurs, as business people, we need to understand and embrace because it invites the energy of receiving. So if you're a salesperson and you don't have the energy of receiving, then you're going to be pushing and pushing and pushing, and you end up pushing people away. Soften. So when you start your day, I want you to include the intention of today, I'm going to soften. That does not mean you're a wimp. That does not mean you are weak. It means that you're open to receive, which puts you in the position of being of service. If you're a coach or a mentor, when you're soft, that means you're listening. That means you're receiving the other person, and they get to have a moment where they feel empowered. If you're a salesperson, sometimes people get emotional about spending money. And if you're in the position of pushing and pushing and pushing, you're going to push them away. They're going to feel threatened. But if you lean back in your chair, put your hands on the table, and embrace and embody soften, guess what? The pen comes out and the check gets written. Permission granted, live enchanted, celebrate your soul. If you're in a work or a job or a business or a creative art that you feel is who you are, it's what your soul came here to do, then it's important that you trust that and that you don't go through life pushing and getting and that kind of energy. And so it is a feminine principle to soften and receive, but we all have, no matter the gender, masculine and feminine energy, and they are polarities, they are opposite. And so the masculine energy holds, if you think about Atlas, who's holding the globe on his back. It's a big job. He's sturdy and steady. We need that energy. And then if you think about any feminine goddess that you know of, it could be Mary Magdalene, it could be Queen Esther, it could be Yemaya, goddess of the ocean, any of the goddesses, who, by the way, maybe you don't know a lot about, and that's okay, because they're not mainstream. Everybody knows Atlas. Everybody knows David. Anyway, if you think about the feminine, if you think about the ocean, there's chaos, there's emotion, there's feeling, there's pushing and pulling. And so we need both of those in order to live a life of harmony. I don't even like the word balance. I want you to include the word harmony because there's ups and downs and flows. And if you're a person who is an entrepreneur or who works for themselves, it's really important to know how to manage the ups and manage the downs. And the goal being equanimity, somewhere in the middle, so that you don't get too high or you don't get too low. As an enchantress, my role is to leave every situation, every place better than when I found it. So my invitation to you is to do the same. Whether it's a business deal or a public bathroom that looks a mess, take a minute, wipe the sink. Take a minute, pick up something and put it in the garbage if you're at the beach. Leaving places better than when you found it is a softening exercise. It's a moment to go out of your head, out of your own life, and take care of the environment around you. If you have a problem getting out of your own head and only thinking about yourself, that means that you're pushing and thinking and grinding too much, and you're probably too busy to receive. Right now, I want you to turn to your neighbor, look at them in the eyes, and give them a quick compliment. Something that's inarguably true. What does that mean? It means that it's not an opinion. It's your genuine truth about this person. Ready? I'm going to give you 10 seconds. And you can use the phrase, what works about you is, and then give them a compliment. And switch. And close. Okay, everybody, quiet. Couple of things might have happened. What did you notice? What did you see? What happened in that moment? Did you feel confronted about giving the person a compliment? If you felt confronted and you couldn't find it, put your hand in the air. Great. Put your hands down. If you had a hard time receiving the compliment and you felt squirmy or weird, or you were clenching different parts of your body, put your hand up. These are cries for help. It's not easy to receive help. And if you're the kind of person that's a boss, which is me, it can feel really uncomfortable, but it's definitely a practice. So I want you to go home and practice giving and receiving compliments. All right, let's close together because I'm going to give you this wise couple of words. I'm going to sing it a little bit. You could sing it with me. Permission granted, live enchanted, celebrate your soul. Take a moment, get really quiet, and right now, I want you to compliment yourself. What are you celebrating about your soul? And I'm going to count to 3 and shout the word out. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Great work, everybody. Take care. See you later. Take care and brush your hair. Bye.